According to a recent finding by the American Payroll Association, 74% of Americans experience financial hardships when their salary delays by a week. That confirms that the largest American population lives from paycheck to paycheck, which is worrying. But what needs to be done? Well, we have to assume a rich man's mentality, which means learning how they make their money and keep it. Today, Elon Musk is the second wealthiest person in the world, after Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. I wanted to know how the Tesla owner got to where he is, and I was impressed by his milestones. After graduating from Stanford in 1995, Musk and his brother established Zip2 Corporation, a directory software company. Following its success over a short period, the two sold the Zip2 Corporation to Compaq Computer Corporation for more than $300 million. So, at only 27, he was a self-made millionaire. He used the money he received from the sale to create X.com, which later became PayPal. Just 3 years after its founding, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, and Musk got a massive chunk of it. In early 2000, Musk founded SpaceX, a company that designs and makes spacecraft and rockets. And in 2004, he joined Tesla as a director, and by 2007, he was the man calling the big shots. By 2012, Musk was a billionaire. To cut the story short, Musk's journey has all been about principles, better known as rules. He knew what he wanted and went for it. Mark you, Musk is not alone. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Larry Page, and other self-made billionaires all operate with same principles. They all know that it takes some financial rules to become rich and stay there. Perhaps you are asking, what are these principles or rules that I'm talking about? Well, here we go. But before that, if you are new here, consider subscribing to this channel to continue receiving great videos like this. Also check in the description below some excellent resources that will change your life from good to the life you deserve. On to the first secret. The rich take advantage of time. The first secret of the rich is that they take advantage of time. When asked for his secret for success, Warren Buffett said, "I'll tell you the secret to get rich on Wall Street. You should try to be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy." So Buffett advises you to take advantage of the market when the time is right. You have to risk something to make it in the business world, and no one understands that better than the legendary investor. American bestseller author Christopher Rice always advises, "Every day is a bank account. Our time is the currency. No one is rich and no one is poor. We've got 24 hours each. So your best currency is time, and you have to make it count." The takeaway? Use your time to your advantage to make money. Make the right financial decisions when the time is right. The rich don't use their money. Instead, they use other people's money. The wealthiest people worldwide have mastered the OPM, short for other people's money finance strategy. They use borrowed capital to increase their returns and grow their wealth. Most of them invest the borrowed money in real estate, where they get to pay it back from the money they earn as rental payments. While the poor trade their time for money, the rich use borrowed money to hire people to work for them and make them more money. Even though this approach is riskier, it offers them an excellent opportunity to try businesses that require huge investments but have better returns. The takeaway? If you want to be rich, you have to master the OPM strategy. Learn to use other people's money. The rich pay themselves first. The problem with the modest earners is that they spend more money than they save. That is why they don't have anything for the rainy day, and by the time they retire, they don't have enough finance for a comfortable retirement. The late American entrepreneur Jim Rohn used to say, "The rich invest their money and spend what's left." In contrast, the poor spend their money and invest what is left. You have to pay yourself like a rich man. This personal finance principle dictates that you route a part of your earnings into savings as soon as you get paid. So, the principle disciplines you to save first before spending. Follow these words of advice by George Chloe. To become rich, you must value saving more than spending. The takeaway? Start paying yourself first, and you'll stay disciplined to your savings goals. The rich don't spend to impress. Will Rogers once said, "Too many people spend their money They earn to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like. Such people can't stop trying to keep up with the Jonases, only to find themselves accumulating debts they cannot pay. Rich people know that life is not a race between them. They don't try to compete with each other. On the contrary, most of them look for each other to collaborate in business and humanitarian work. The rich know that even though they have the money, it doesn't come cheap. They recognize that the quickest way to sabotage their wealth creation goals is to spend money to impress others. Takeaway: forget about trying to keep up with the Joneses. Live your life and spend your money cautiously and after careful deliberation. The rich are passive investors. According to a decorated English photographer David Bailey, to get rich, you have to make money while asleep. What David Bailey means is that you have to make passive income to be rich. The IRS defines passive income as income from either rental income or a business venture that you are not actively involved. For example, stock dividends, book royalties, a YouTube channel, a blog, and an online course earn you passive income. The same goes for affiliate marketing, REITs, rental properties, P2P lending, and storage rentals. So find a passive income idea that you can invest in. You should, however, ensure that you understand the business, master what it takes to know the risks involved. Takeaway: become a passive investor, diversify your investments to make more money. The rich build enough liquidity. Most people accumulate debts because they don't prepare for a rainy day. You should spare some cash for short-term needs, and that means maintaining some emergency funds. The rich know that, so they always build some liquidity to take them through the rainy day. In case a short-term financial need arises, it never disrupts their economic agendas. Get this, the rich don't set some money for the rainy day because they have more than enough. No, they do it because they try to be financially disciplined. Since they have specific financial goals that they want to achieve, they try to avoid all kinds of disruptions. That means that you too can build some liquidity if you want to, regardless of how much you make. Takeaway: we all need some liquidity for the rainy day, regardless of our earnings. The rich avoid expensive fees. If you are not careful, fees can drain your finances. Whether it is fees on a debit card, credit card, overdraft, mobile payments, or foreign transactions, they all have a massive impact on your finances. The rich know that, and so they are trying to avoid them at all costs. They are the first to pay their taxes to avoid hefty penalties by Uncle Sam. And they hate bank loans because they don't like paying the interest. The wealthy know that the expensive fees means less money in their pocket, according to Defined Financial CEO Taylor Schultz. So if you want more money in your pocket, you have to start avoiding expensive fees. Takeaway: expensive fees only drain your pocket, so avoid them. The rich always seek professional advice. According to Warren Buffett, the more you learn, the more you earn. You can only learn from people with experience. There is a reason why the rich have lawyers, family doctors, marketeers, personal finance experts, and accountants on speed dial. It's not because they have the money to pay them, but because they recognize their worth. They know that things cannot go wrong when they seek professional help. That's why they protect their wealth. Before a rich man takes up an investment, he talks to finance experts and lawyers. They prefer to first get their opinion before going all blindly and ending up regretting it. Takeaway: talk to a finance expert before making a huge financial decision to secure your investment. The rich don't buy depreciating assets. The difference between the rich and the poor is that the rich buy appreciating assets while the poor buy depreciating assets. One of the most depreciating assets that the average income earners buy is cars. We expect super rich to drive the most luxurious cars, but it's often not the case. It may surprise, but billionaires like Steve Ballmer, Mark Zuckerberg, Alice Walton, and Ingvar Kamprad drive modest cars. They recognize that cars are depreciating assets which only take money from their pockets while bringing in none. Other depreciating assets that the rich avoid are machinery, office buildings, furniture, and rental units. Instead, they buy appreciating assets like stock, bonds, commodities, REITs, and private equities. Takeaway: learn to differentiate appreciating assets from depreciating assets and choose to buy the former. The rich donate to charity. According to the CEO of Zero Gravity Corporation, Mr. Peter Diamandis, the best way to become a billionaire is to help 1 billion people. Well, no one understands that better than Warren Buffett. Throughout his life, Warren Buffett has given over $42.8 billion. The legendary investor has donated over $40 to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to help fight poverty in developing countries. He also founded the Giving Pledge initiative to convince fellow billionaires to give at least 50% of their wealth to charity. Bill Gates, George Soros, Mitchell Bloomberg, and Mark Zuckerberg are other billionaires with billions of lifetime giving. All these guys understand that giving is a blessing, and the more they give, the more blessed they become. Takeaway: learn to be generous, and you will attract favor in your life. Here is another excellent video for you: 10 millionaire habits that changed my life. Until next time, take care.